The rhinoceros, an ancient symbol of strength and resilience, is now tragically associated with brutality and loss. Across their African and Asian range, these magnificent creatures are relentlessly hunted, their horns hacked off by poachers driven by a callous, insatiable demand. The rhino horn, composed primarily of keratin, the same material as our fingernails, is mistakenly believed to hold potent medicinal properties in some cultures. This erroneous belief fuels a lucrative black market trade, pushing rhinos closer to the brink of extinction. South Africa, home to the largest population of white rhinos, has become a central battleground in the fight against poaching. The Kruger National Park, once a sanctuary for these animals, has witnessed a heart-wrenching surge in poaching incidents. The methods employed by poachers are cruel and inhumane, often leaving the rhinos with horrific injuries, left to die a slow and agonizing death. This crisis has spurred conservationists and authorities to take drastic measures to protect the remaining rhino populations. In a desperate attempt to deter poaching, a controversial practice has emerged: rhino dehorning. This procedure, carried out by wildlife veterinarians and trained professionals, involves the careful removal of the rhino's horn. The process is done under sedation to minimize stress on the animal. Though seemingly drastic, the logic behind dehorning is straightforward. A rhino without a horn holds no value to poachers. Proponents argue that rhino dehorning acts as a deterrent, reducing the incentive for poachers to target these animals. While the horns do grow back, the regrowth is slow, buying time for conservation efforts to take effect. However, the practice remains hotly debated, with critics questioning its effectiveness and highlighting the potential negative impacts on rhino behavior and social dynamics. Dehorning, though intended as a conservation tool, is not without its drawbacks. Rhinos use their horns for a variety of essential functions, from defense against predators to foraging for food and establishing dominance within their social hierarchy. Deprived of this natural weapon, dehorned rhinos may be more vulnerable to attacks, particularly from lions and hyenas. Furthermore, the removal of the horn can have psychological impacts on the animals. Some rhinos exhibit changes in behavior, becoming more reclusive or displaying signs of stress and anxiety. The absence of the horn can also disrupt the delicate social balance within rhino communities, potentially leading to increased aggression and conflict. While dehorning may offer a temporary reprieve from poaching, it is not a long-term solution for rhino conservation. Addressing the root causes of poaching, particularly the demand for rhino horn, is crucial. This requires a multi-pronged approach encompassing stricter law enforcement, dismantling illegal wildlife trade networks, and changing consumer behavior through education and awareness campaigns. Community engagement is vital in this endeavor. Local communities living near rhino habitats must be made stakeholders in conservation efforts, benefiting from tourism and other economic opportunities linked to rhino protection. Furthermore, research into synthetic alternatives to rhino horn, coupled with efforts to dispel the myths surrounding its purported medicinal properties, is essential. The future of rhinos rests on our collective commitment to safeguarding these magnificent creatures for generations to come.